Now we'll go to our feature interview. As I said, a rare interview with former Speaker Peter Slipper. I caught up with him yesterday to talk about the James Aspey allegations, which were thrown out and found to be political, and the charges still outstanding that he allegedly rorted his parliamentary entitlements. Peter Slipper, thanks for joining Insiders.
A pleasure.
When Justice Stephen Rares dismissed James Aspey's allegations against you, he said the process had been manifestly unfair to you and driven by politics. Looking back now, though, do you think that is properly understood more broadly?
Look, I don't think it is really understood in the community. Certainly I felt vindicated in a legal sense by the very strong judgment made by Justice Rares, and he made findings, of course, against Harmer, Aspey, Doan, Malbrough. However, while I was legally vindicated, in many respects my wife has been greatly affected. My life has been destroyed in a sense. I lost my political career, my reputation was destroyed, and in fact my extended family have also been greatly affected. So on the one hand, I suppose I was legally vindicated, but the collateral damage to my family and to me is very substantial and is not able to be repaired.
And until all appeal avenues are exhausted too, you've got a bill of some $250,000 hanging over you.
Well, yes, I mean, there was a defect, I suppose, in the Fair Work Act, and it meant that the Department of Finance was not able to carry my case as it would have previously done. And the strange thing is that while ministers, including parliamentary secretaries, are covered, even the presiding officers and backbench members are not. And that's why they brought an insurance scheme in to make sure that never again is anyone subjected to the sort of treatment that I was. But I mean, I've got a bill which I'm not able to pay, and I'm very concerned about it.
Now, the judge also said of Malbrough that he was driven by politics and that he was out to aid the Liberal Party in all of this, and yet Malbrough went on to easily win a seat that you'd previously won 8 times. Does that suggest that the public really, in the end, didn't care a whole lot about this?
Well, there was no enthusiasm for Malbrough in the electorate, but people were so determined to change the government that if the price of changing the government was voting for Malbrough, then they were prepared to do that. In some respects, Malbrough is a bit like a Teflon Man, but I think that he has a number of problems. My prediction is that the people of Fisher will be facing a by-election sometime in the next couple of years. I just can't see that Malbrough's position is sustainable.
And because you are now out of the parliament, do you think there ever will be an inquiry into this matter?
Well, the previous government had the matter under active consideration. Unfortunately, the electoral cycle came along and they didn't actually have an Aspey-gate inquiry, which I think Nicola Roxon spoke about on one occasion, and I in fact chased up various government ministers urging that such a thing should happen. I suspect under the new government, the last thing they would want would be an inquiry into Aspey-gate. I mean, I heard when I became Speaker that there had been some sort of committee set up in the Liberal Party designed to undo my speakership and to destroy me. I mean, I don't know whether that's true or not, but you pick up sort of scuttlebutt along the corridors of Parliament House. And so there is no doubt, in my view, that Aspey-gate reaches to the highest level of the Liberal Party. It was part of a plot not only to destroy my speakership, my political career, but also to bring down the duly elected Government of Australia.
Part of the reason that you feel that they were coming after you, was it because you had betrayed them, that you had left the coalition?
Well, I felt that they were after retribution. I mean, I had made it clear to the government that I would not accept the speakership if my acceptance of the speakership was necessary to maintain the government in office. But it had become perfectly obvious to me that over the previous couple of years, Anthony Albanese had done such an excellent job of shepherding the independents to make sure that the crossbench supported the government when it was necessary. It was perfectly obvious to me that the government was going to survive and serve its full term, whether or not I became Speaker.
Now,